What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So we're jumping in today to specifically take a look at the March 27th or 28th update details for the game. We want to take a look at specifically some of the things that we've got coming. Number one, let's start off with the Galactus Cosmic Adventure. We can see here revealed in 3 days and 7 hours, basically April 1st, the expectation of a Venom twerk emote inside the game. So if you haven't seen that, you can make your way over to Twitter and you can see Venom in all his twerking glory. I really don't know that this is exactly like a true thing or not. Like I said, it's April. It could be a very April 1st joke, but at some point somebody had to animate this, so it's likely in the game somewhere or some files at the very least, so they could release this at some point. I don't know, guys. It very well could be Venom twerking. Who knows? It's a very funny thing either way, nonetheless. So don't forget about your Galactus Cosmic Adventure in 3 days. In order to claim that reward, you are going to need to make all accomplish all of the tasks here. So it means you just got to roll a dice and you acquire all of these, and then you'll be able to collect that one there. So make sure that you do that. Up next, guys, we want to talk about the pickup bundle in particular. So there's a pickup bundle that is available. It gives this orange look to Venom. I think it looks pretty cool. Hyper orange. This is a Marvel Rivals Season 1 exclusive skin. So this is not from the game, from the comic books or the MCU in any sort of ways. Now it's $2.99, right? So there's only asking you for $3 and you're getting a costume, or a chroma rather, right? So you're paying for a chroma that would have normally cost you probably about like 600 units or whatever tokens inside the game, and you're also going to net yourself probably, what is this, 240 of the chrono tokens. You also are going to be able to collect the Venom spray and then the Venom nameplate as well. So you can see you unlock the reward mission upon purchase. You complete 3 matches to unlock reward number 1 reward. This can be done once daily, so it's going to take you some time there. But the thing that I want to point out to you guys is that there is a costume coin that's available as well as part of this pack. So you can look at the costumes that are available for you to purchase as well. And so here you go. We've got Spider-Man, Bagman. We've got Jeff the Land Sharks, Incognito. We've got Psylocke Vengeance, Scarlet Witches, Multiverse of Madness, Mr. Moon Knight, Swordmaster, Captain America's. We've got Winter Soldier inside of here, Black Panther. So we've even got Cloak and Dagger's only other really uniform. We've got Luna Snow, Venom. There's a host of uniforms that are actually available to you to choose. So if you were already planning on purchasing any of these specific uniforms, then you essentially have the opportunity to get those at a very discounted price, because essentially if you're looking at these, if you were looking at these, it's really weird because you see here that that one coin could be traded in for 100 units. It's really not quite the right trade-in value there, though, because I get it, that's not what they really want people to use that token for, but most of these uniforms that are available, regardless of whether you're buying them, if you want to straight up buy them from the shop, they're costing you somewhere between 600 and 1,000, 1,600, tokens inside the game, or units inside the game. So like Thor Herald of Thunder, I believe that was a 1,600 token uniform. So these are all purchasables, like, in the game store. I think they're really cool uniforms overall for you to just basically on purchase. So it gives that bundle price a little bit of, something there. Now, 2 uniforms that were just added to the game and definitely not included and part of the these uniforms right here specifically is going to take a look at. Let's start off with Moon Knight first of all. So we'll get him out the way essentially, right? So Moon Knight is receiving his Fist of Vengeance uniform. It was available from the it's basically available from the MCU show that appeared on Disney Plus. It's a really good looking uniform. To be honest with you, I think it's probably his best looking uniform in there. I'm very prone to the Blood Moon Knight uniform inside. I really like the blackness and the sleekness and the futuristicness of it. But I would say between his 2 white uniforms, the normal Moon Knight and the Fist of Vengeance, this uniform is definitely this is hot. I like this one a lot. This one makes me want to play Moon Knight, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. Now that includes a That does include a new MVP screen for him as well. It looks really cool in my opinion. I like it a lot. And then we also have a new emote for him as well. This emote to me is like a reason enough to just basically want to buy this, because that emote just like flexes on somebody, to be perfectly honest. And then we get the new addition of a spray from Moon Knight as well inside the game. The spray is not a whole lot to write home about in my opinion, but it's there. So we'll take a look at those, right? Matter of fact, let me jump over to the store. It'll probably be easier to take a look at these costumes from here. So there we go. And so you can take a look at the spray from here. Now the spray is just a, you know, poster depiction of the Moon Knight series inside it. Like I said, not a whole lot to write home about. You've got Moon Knight, Fist of Vengeance, and then you can see Mr. Moon Knight in the background there. So up to you. Now, something that I purchased immediately, Black Panther's a really... I'm playing him right now to get him to Lord status. It's a really interesting take. I'm a huge Black Panther fan, so it was going to be an immediate purchase for me anyways, just off the fact that it was something completely different. The Black Panther uniform, the Thrice Cursed King bundle, this is not a uniform from the comics or the MCU. It is a Marvel Rivals exclusive. Now, the lore behind Black Panther being infected with the vampirism is something that comes from comics. You can go read Blood Hunt, for instance, on the Marvel Unlimited app, and from Blood Hunt you can see you'll get the idea of him being infected. There's also a series with Miles Morales, trying to be Black Panther trying to help Miles Morales from being cured with the vampire. So there's a lot of ties there specifically for this. So now the uniform itself, not necessarily, in my opinion, coming out with the Moon Knight, not as pop as, you know, the Moon Knight skin. In my opinion, it's a little bit more cartoony, and like you can just look at some of the details and things like that. It's a little bit more cartoony, but I think that's kind of in line with some of the aspects. And even in gameplay, it still looks pretty cartoony, even just seeing this from the back. The shoulders with the visual animations on them for the Panther with the crown and the gargoyle on his right shoulder do look actually cool, in my opinion. Being able to see Black Panther's face, or at least how they envision his face to look inside the game, is another added bonus in my opinion as well. But overall, the uniform does lend itself a little bit more to the cartoony. Pick and choose how you feel about that overall, but I think there could have been a little bit more done to this to make it feel a lot less cartoony, especially by comparison to some of the Blood uniforms that just recently were released, whether you're for Iron Man or so forth like that. But like I said, it's a nice little add in addition to it. He has a very cool MVP screen. I kind of like it. There's moments in it where it looks really good, and there's moments in where I think it goes once again to a little bit of the cartoony in my opinion. We do get the animation for the Crimson Staff, or Crimson Quaff rather is what it is. He's just drinking some blood. Looks pretty cool. And then we get the nameplate, and we get the new symbol, or the new spray. I like the new spray a lot more than I like necessarily a uniform. Both of these items are on sale in the shop for 1,600 units. So if you have the currency and you feel like this is something that you want to be buying, then go ahead and go at it. I don't think that these are bad items overall, and I like the fact that they're keeping the game fresh by adding new uniforms for characters, especially if they're going to make sure that characters who probably don't have a whole lot of looks in their repertoire basically have something. Like Black Panther is one of those really hard type characters to have in a game like this, because you can really profit off of a Spider-Man who has so many different looks, an Iron Man who has so many different looks. Black Panther, you really got to tool into basically like chroma type uniforms for him, where they have like minor adjustments. Maybe they have like a cape, there's not a whole lot of very differential looks for Black Panther, but I would love to see them basically bring this and keep the same energy and keep bringing it for other characters who we might not traditionally see with different repertoire looks by being original. And I like the fact that they were very original inside the Thrice Cursed King bundle, and that's why I went ahead and just purchased anyways. Now I'll have a video coming for you guys specifically target on Black Panther gameplay, but we'll save that for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Until next time, guys. Peace.